some things just get better with age. Welcome to WatchMojo.com, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 athletes who started late. For this list, we're looking at professional athletes who achieved greatness, even though they started their careers later than most in their sport. Number 10. Bill Durnan. This late-blooming goaltender for the Montreal Canadiens had a Hall of Fame career that could be described as short and sweet. Durnan bounced around the minor leagues for nearly 10 years before finally getting his chance in the NHL. Once there, he did not disappoint, winning 6 Vezina trophies as the league's top goaltender, as well as 2 Stanley Cups. Durnan was a pillar of consistency for the Habs. Starting your NHL career at the age of 27 is rare by today's standards and was equally impressive and unlikely in the 1940s. Although Durnan only played for 7 seasons, he's often considered among the greatest netminders ever to strap on the pads. Number 9. Didier Drogba.
He'll curve it in. Oh, and it's off the hands.
Hailing from the West African nation of Ivory Coast, this legend of the beautiful game took an unconventional route to stardom. Unlike most pro footballers, Drogba never attended a football academy and only played in organized youth leagues at the age of 15. However, he was blessed with an uncanny ability to protect the ball, using his size and strength to outmaneuver his opponents. At the age of 26, Drogba transferred from French club Marseille to renowned English football club Chelsea, where he would eventually make his mark on the history of the game. Despite his late start, Drogba has consistently performed at the highest level, earning his reputation as a clutch player.
Didier Drogba.
Number 8. Antonio Gates.
And getting across his Gates, it's a touchdown.
This NFL tight end got his shot in the NFL by playing a completely different sport. Entering college with the desire to play both football and basketball, Gates was told he would have to choose one or the other. Choosing basketball, Gates achieved success as a power forward. However, NBA scouts weren't interested in him, and Gates decided to try out for the NFL. Despite not playing a single snap of college football, the San Diego Chargers signed him as an unrestricted free agent in 2003, the year he turned 23.
Dropping back, Flutie stepping up, dumps it near side. Oh, it's caught by Gates. Touchdown, San Diego.
Gates would quickly prove that, despite his lack of experience, he was extremely effective on a football field. Setting numerous records at his position, Gates continues to find success as a star in the NFL.
And there it is, Antonio Gates, touchdown number 100 in a brilliant NFL career.
Number 7. Hakeem Olajuwon. Most athletes learn their craft while their age is still in the single digits. Hakeem Olajuwon is not most athletes. This Nigerian basketball legend didn't pick up the sport until he was already 15.
He was brand new to the game of basketball.
What followed was 2 years of lackluster performances and limited playing time while attending the University of Houston. He then spent the summer working out with NBA star Moses Malone, and the following year, Olajuwon returned to school a new man. He led Houston to consecutive NCAA championship games and was then drafted first overall by the Houston Rockets. Considered one of the greatest centers in NBA history, Olajuwon cemented his legacy by winning back-to-back championships in 1994 and 95, picking up consecutive MVP honors as well.
And the Houston Rockets, led by Hakeem Olajuwon, are the world champions of 1994.
Number 6. Randy Johnson.
Randy Johnson pitches 6 great innings and wins number 300.
Learning a little control can go a long way. Struggling early in his career because he couldn't control his pitches, this MLB legend adjusted his delivery and at the age of 30 broke out to compile a 19-8 record in the big leagues.
You knew that was coming. John had no chance.
This was only the beginning for Johnson, as he would quickly become one of the most respected athletes at his position. Criticized early on for being too tall to be an effective pitcher, the big unit used his stature to dominate the competition. Johnson will be remembered for his imposing height and blistering fastball, not to mention a slew of MLB pitching awards and records.
Look at Randy Johnson. A perfect game. 13 strikeouts.
Number 5. Randy Couture.
There's always been the age-old question, who would win, the boxer or the karate guy?
It's never too late to start something new. Couture, a household name in the UFC world, didn't break into the MMA scene until the age of 33. This was due in large part to a 7-year stint in the United States military, as well as numerous years training to become an Olympic wrestler. While the latter never came to fruition, Couture would turn to MMA while working as a wrestling coach at Oregon State University. Being a little long in the tooth didn't stop him from competing in a record 15 title fights, or from becoming the oldest fighter to win a UFC championship at 44 years old. Not a bad way to earn a pension.
I never was scared I was going to get hurt or, yeah, it's going to hurt, but training hurts. Everything about the sport is physical, and your body is amazing. It adapts to all of those things that you put it through.
Number 4, R.A. Dickey.
R.A. Dickey's a gold glover, and that shows you why.
If something is broke, fix it. Dickey's lack of success early on in his career can be attributed to the fact that he was trying to be something he was not. Throwing the standard variations of fastballs, curveballs, and breaking balls, Dickey would occasionally throw a pitch he dubbed the Thing. He later realized that the Thing was in fact a knuckleball.
The knuckleball is very unpredictable. Although the movement is chaotic and severe, if you throw it right, it's a beautiful thing.
Perfecting the pitch, Dickey transformed himself into one of the greatest knuckleball pitchers in league history. After bouncing around the MLB for a number of years, he found success with the New York Mets, and at the age of 38, won the National League Cy Young Award, awarded to the best pitcher.
One is for knuckleball, and it strikes out leaders. That's 9 for R.A. Dickey.
Number 3, Tim Thomas.
Oh, what a save by Thomas!
Age ain't nothing but a number. At least that's what this NHL goaltender believed. Drafted in 1994, Thomas would not earn a starting job until the 2006-2007 season. Already 32, this ageless wonder threw caution to the wind and took the league by storm, winning the Vezina Trophy as the NHL's top goaltender in 2009 and 2011. Feeling his trophy case was still a little light, Thomas, then 37, led the Boston Bruins to a Stanley Cup victory in 2011. During the campaign, he would also win the Conn Smythe Trophy for playoff MVP, becoming the oldest player ever to receive the honor. Number 2, Dikembe Mutombo.
Simpkins, and a great block by Mutombo!
Most athletes go to college to improve their game, not discover it. Mutombo was attending Georgetown University with the goal of becoming a doctor when he was recruited to play basketball and introduced to the game. Already at the ripe old age of 21, he quickly adapted to the sport, using his enormous stature to dominate opponents.
Dikembe said, "No, not in my house!"
Going up against people who had been playing basketball their whole lives, Mutombo would end up winning the NBA's Defensive Player of the Year award 4 times and became one of the most decorated defensive players in NBA history. Not bad for an aspiring doctor from the Congo.
When I was an NBA rookie, someone asked me what I thought my career would be like. I never dreamed it would include this.
Before we unveil our number 1 pick, here are some honorable mentions.
Marciano could take anything. If a building fell on him, he'd be swinging.
Whedon, rolling, throwing, hop, or Dalen Strong diving for the end zone.
At 36, was it time to try something else? How about winning? And Kansas City has been good to Steve DeBerg, and so maybe number 17 has finally found a home.
Number 1, Kurt Warner.
Kurt Warner takes, quick drop, throws the end zone, touchdown!
Never give up, especially if you're an aspiring quarterback with a 6'2", 200-pound frame and a rocket for an arm.
3 receivers to the right. Warner goes over the middle, juggled, caught, Holt, touchdown!
Unable to make an NFL roster until the age of 27, Warner would quickly prove his worth by leading the St. Louis Rams to a Super Bowl title, picking up awards for league and playoff MVP along the way.
Warner back to throw, rainbows the far sideline, and it is caught by Isaac Bruce.
Signed as an unrestricted free agent and released by the Packers in 1994, Warner was stocking shelves at a local grocery store before he managed to find success with the Rams.
What am I doing? If I'm going to chase after my dream, I've got to take the first step.
Often mentioned as one of the greatest rags to riches stories in NFL history, Warner will be remembered for a lengthy, record-setting career. Next time you're at the grocery store, ask the stock boy for his autograph, just in case.
let's get back to business. Let's go get the one next week. And as Todd said, let's shock the world.
Do you agree with our list? Who's your favorite athlete who started late? For more entertaining top 10s published every day, be sure to subscribe to WatchMojo.com.
At this time, I'd like to crown you King Richard